Have you ever wondered what some of us racers do during off season? No? Well, we're going to show you anyway. So it's off season, it's cold, it's winter, your cart's away for fixing. So as a racer, what do? The obvious one is, we work. Motor Parts Direct, Chris speaking. Just a second. So obviously not only do we work, but we are fortunate enough to work in the trade. So that means during the winter months we're never too far away from the racing, helping other people out with bits and bobs. And obviously it allows us to be sort of involved with the kart that little bit much more, because we're not that far away from that kind of thing. So it's always a good thing. That's one of the things we do. Sorry about that. How can we help you? But yeah, as you probably guessed from the video heading on YouTube, it's not about the work that we do during the winter. It's about what we do just to pass a bit of time. And what we do is RC cars. So before anyone starts as well, don't get me wrong, RC cars, massive open world of RC cars. Some of the biggest videos on YouTube are RC cars, people opening them up, testing them, smashing them up to bits. We don't do any of that. It all started really during lockdown. Many years ago, many years ago, I did a bit of RC racing here and there. But lockdown, even my daughter's got involved in it. So we really do a little bit of that. I'm not going to blind anyone with science or anything like that. I'm not the most clever person in the world. I still rely on a lot of other people with RC cars. Some people take it too serious, some don't. But this is one of the things that we do is during off season. We have a sticker machine. I know how to paint a little bit, so I enjoy doing the body shells as much as anything. But we also have all the RC cars, which you will see here. we got here? We've got a FTX Zorro. So we obviously use this in our vlogs, as you can tell with the GoPro mounted on there. We've had a few upgrades to make sure this gets around the pits. So we've got the bigger wheels, I think they're off a Carnage. We've got the roll bars just to stop it damaging the paintwork. Obviously we've got the paintwork with all our sponsors on. Literally every sponsor is on there. Northern Monkey Tunings, Betty's Surf, Liquid Molly's on the back. Brave Face has got a sticker on the back as well. What have we done to this? This is running a brushless motor and a 80 amp ESC, which has got an inbuilt fan on it. It's got the metal gears on it now as well. So this has gone from the FTX Zorro brushless, which you can buy fairly cheap, which is an absolute beast, to a brushless. Sorry, it's brushed as standard. So we've now gone brushless on this. Standard speed on this used to be about 24 mile an hour with a normal battery, about 26 with a LiPo. The last speed test I managed to do on this, even though it's not running quite how I want it to, is this will now do around about 40 mile an hour. So you do get some advantages. Obviously that's running them on LiPo batteries. I've always been dead against LiPo batteries, but we do run LiPo batteries on these now. So that is our uprated, bit of a beast, FTX Zorro. Fairly cheap as standard to buy. Well-known quality cars like, but we've uprated it to make it pretty special. So yeah, all the upgrades, we've just given it a run. That LiPo didn't really last that long, so we're trying to get it to so it's pretty hardcore and lasts a while we're in pits. So brushless is obviously the way to go because it's got less restriction. With a LiPo battery it should be quicker and also last a bit longer, but that has died quite soon. I think we might just have to look at the brushless motor we've got. The SC is a really good quality one, but the brushless motor is just a cheap one off eBay. It may be a little bit harsh. We'll have to look at that and get that ready for the season. But other than that, the upgrades to the suspension, the wheels and the bars and that has made it pretty hardcore for the pits this year at least. So that's that one. So this is my main car, an FTX Banzai. These are four-wheel drive drifters as standard. Cost about 130 quid, but they are mint, I think. Uprated all the suspension to metal. We've got a little cheap gyro in there, which just helps settle it a bit. I've locked the rear diff, but kept it four-wheel drive, because Meckingham rear-wheel drive does not work. Brushless motor with a fan unit on to keep it cool. 120 amp ESC to match. And then, as you can see, you've got uprates at the back. A lot of people slate these that are into proper drifting, but at the end of the day, these work a treat, and this one's mint. So yeah, the Ken Block body shell done by me, currently with normal road tyres on, just to make it a touring car style one, but you can see it here with the purple, and again here with the purple Skyline one on. Our Chloe's been doing this since she was 7-year-old. Hers is just a standard FTX Banzai with a slightly different motor in it, and that's it. So this is the MST. This is a proper rear wheel drive one. This is a full kit that's been built from scratch by me. The kit costs the same as what the other car does, just in this form, which is pure plastic. Then you've got to buy all the electrics separate. These, by the time they're built up, well, let's put it this way, the last one I had, we sold it to buy a trailer to pull the Stoxkart. So, not done a lot of rear wheel drifting. Haven't got money to throw at it galore, but I've got most of the things to make it. Just going to be missing a receiver, but I might lend one of them and hopefully get that going soon. So that's a rear wheel drive drifting one, a proper drifter as some people would say. So this is our Callie's, 6-year-old, and she's got her own. This is a buggy, about 110, that's been modified to fit on a touring car chassis. So the body shells are just short of a 110. It's wider, but it uses the same motor, it seems the same ECU, same batteries and everything, and I've even put the same shockers on as our Chloe's and mine that they came with, just so we can swap the parts on it easy enough. When we bought this, it was just a total hack job. We just messed the best out of it that we could. I split it for spares at one point, but then when our Callie decided she wanted to go, we let her have a go. I mean, this is our Chloe, probably at 7 or 8, using it for the first time herself. The good thing about this chassis is we actually run, a lot of the time, a Ray Tilsley Camtech Formula 1 stock car body on it, which you've seen in pictures. So this is what started it with the kids. During lockdown, we had a track at the back, and obviously you could still do internet sales, so we ended up with 3 or 4 of these things, and lots of time to get to do it all. We made a track, me and Chloe did it together. Obviously you can see it designed and painted, lights and everything, and during lockdown this helped pass the time great, and it was a nice family thing to do together. And then obviously during lockdown as well, as you can see, we got to do lots of body shells. A lot of these we moved on. Some of these have been bought by other people as well. And then some of the newer ones have obviously got our sponsors on from us proper racing. So yeah, as I said, like I said in this video, anything technical or anything like that you hear me say, I might even be saying some of it wrong. Like I say, a lot of it is self-taught. My daughter is into the drifting side, even our Callie's just getting in there. And as obviously you'll have seen in the vlogs, and you will see even more this year, we actually use the big FTX Toro Tuggy that we've made brushless and everything for the actual vlogs, just to give you a little bit of a different view. But yeah, that's what we do during the winter. I just thought we'd show you a little bit more of the what we do, just to try and pass the time. There's plenty of other things. I also play with my grown-up car a little bit as well. But yeah, during winter months it can be a little bit boring, and we do have other hobbies. Just thought we'd show you. On that note, see you there.